Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be flipping this piece I picked up for $5 from a local auction a few months back. I hadn't had a chance to remove all of the trash still left in it, so I threw it away and then removed all of the hardware. It looked like there might have been a back decorative piece missing since there was some notches left behind. I cut them off using my jigsaw and used some tape to help guide me for a straight cut and prevent it from being jagged. I also removed these small boards directly beneath it so that way the back would be completely flushed. I would have otherwise left this decorative trim on there, but as you can see, it was missing on one side. To give it a good cleaning, I used a dish sponge because this piece was extra filthy and scrubbed it with some TSP substitute. Normally I wouldn't, and you don't have to rinse off TSP substitute as opposed to just regular TSP, but I did because this piece was just that dirty and it needed to be rinsed off several times. I want to talk to you about didnt ColorReader EZ and how it can help you with your next painting project. Deciding on colors when painting a project can be difficult sometimes. I'm sure one time or another you've owned something, whether it was a random pillow or a blanket that you love the color of, and wish you knew what color it was because you knew it would make a great wall color for your bedroom or even that piece of furniture you've been wanting to redo for your space. Well, didnt Color takes out all of the guessing games and actually provides you with color matches. For me specifically, it has made choosing the color for this project that much easier. With all of the trending color palettes right now, I wanted to make sure I chose one that would perfectly match. The didnt ColorReader EZ is a small device that instantly gives you accurate color matches and coordinating hues to transform your space, furniture, etc. After opening up the app, all you have to do is flip the backside of the ColorReader EZ and place it on any flat surface that you want to color match. After pressing the button, the color reader will give you the 3 closest color matches to top paint brands, making it easier than ever to transform inspiration into reality. To get $10 off of the ColorReader EZ, be sure to use the link in the description and the code Glenda. This is the color palette that I had after scanning all of the items of the colors that I loved, so be sure to stick around to see what color I chose. Not really sure what these holes on the top were for, but I sealed them with some epoxy putty. If you happen to have a clue what they were, let me know. Although there is some veneer missing on the drawer fronts, I wanted to try and keep them from being painted, so I began the stripping process. The back panels on the doors were pretty warped and damaged, so I removed them. One of the doors had a broken side, so I repaired it with some 2-part Bondo. After removing the first layer, I added a second coat of stripper, removed that after 15 minutes, and then cleaned it with some mineral spirits and steel wool. I moved on to scuff sanding using 220 grit with my orbital sander. I did remove the center divider and the shelves and decided I would not be placing them back in. I removed the old legs using my jigsaw and then my multi-tool to level it all out. I didn't want to spend any additional money on lumber for this project given the fact that wood prices are back up to almost double again. So I created the base out of scraps from my pile. I joined everything with pocket holes and wood glue. Originally, I had wanted to add an additional piece to the front and the back at the same height as the sides, but then decided not to achieve more of a clean look. I drilled some pilot holes before securing the base with some screws. I had some scrap 1/4-inch plywood I used to replace the old panels on the doors. I wood filled any small imperfections and sanded it down after it dried. Because I knew this piece was going to be a heavy bleeder, I sprayed it with some shellac in an effort to seal the wood before priming. I used Ben shellac based primer, and after the first coat the inside was still bleeding through, so I had to spray another coat of shellac before adding another 2 coats of primer. I sanded everything smooth with 320 grit between coats and then was ready for some paint. I ended up deciding on the color Addy Soldier from Sherwin-Williams that the data color matched me to. Another good match that is suggested from a different brand was Texas Sage from Benjamin Moore. I sprayed the first coat and sanded with 320 grit afterwards, but then realized the transition from the base to the piece was not as clean and smooth finish as I'd like, so I caulked the seam before applying the second coat of paint. The drawer fronts, I made a paint wash with the same paint, mixing it with water and wiped it off right away. I will be reusing the hardware, so I let it sit in a barkeeper's friend bath before scrubbing it with steel wool. Y'all already know I love using Varathane polyurethane. For this project specifically, I am using a matte finish. I attached all of the hardware back and we were finally done. Now let's remember what this piece used to look like and what it looks like now. Unfortunately, I wasn't completely satisfied with the way the drawer fronts turned out, so I didn't top coat them for now. I'll probably have to take some time to think of a different way to fix them before posting this on Marketplace. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I love y'all, be kind, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye!